Hello and welcome to the SQL interview preparation series. In this video, we will cover SQL basics, the language that powers modern relational databases. Whether you are a beginner or preparing for your tech interviews, then you are in the right place. Let's begin with the first question. What is SQL and why is it important? So SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is the standard language used to manage and manipulate relational databases. So structured query language designed to manage and manipulate relational databases. And it is to building and maintaining database driven applications. And it offers a clear way to query, update, and control data stored in the database tables. And SQL is a highly adaptable and works with variety of relational database management systems like MySQL, PostgreSQL, Microsoft SQL Server, and Oracle. And the importance of SQL is in its declarative nature. Instead of specifying how the data is stored and how the data is to be retrieved, we simply declare what is needed, and SQL takes care of the how the data is stored and retrieved. So that's about SQL's declarative nature. And SQL is used in various domains such as web development, data analytics, enterprise resource management, ensuring structured data handling. We will see an example SQL statement which retrieves all the columns which are nothing but all the data from a individual row from a employees table. So there is the query select star from employees. This ability to extract structured data efficiently makes SQL indispensable in software applications. So that's about what is SQL and why is it important. Let's move to next question. What is the purpose of select statement? So the select statement retrieves data from one or more table at a time, and it forms the foundation of my most SQL queries because it gives users to query the database and fetches only the needed data. And then it can also apply filters like where class. It can group data with group by and sort data using order by and perform calculations with aggregate functions like count, sum, average, etc. The select statement is highly versatile and it also supports the use of aliases, joins, and subqueries for complex requirements. And we will see an example of select query. So select query to retrieve specific columns like first name, last name, department from employees table, and then we are even adding a filter by where clause, department equal to HR. So this is a simple select statement to retrieve particular columns from employees table based on a filter condition. Let's move to third question. How is the insert statement used in SQL? So the insert statement allows you to add new records to a database table, and it is used to store new data records to the table, and it is in case of a new employee joins the company or a product is added to an inventory. And then the values provided during insert must match the column data types, and constraint like not null or unique also needs to be validated. You can insert values into specific columns or all columns if you provide values for every field. Let's see an example to insert statement. So this query adds a new employee named John Doe to the finance department with a salary of 60,000 rupees, and without the department and salary columns, the insertion would fail if those columns are marked as not null. So it is important to see the constraints for each data. So this is a simple insert statement to add a new employee to employees table. Let's move to next question. What is the role of the update statement? So as its name suggests, the update statement modifies existing records in a database table. It is useful when you need to add or alter data dynamically, such as changing on employee salary after a promotion or correcting an error in any data row in the database table. And then the set keyword in update statement identifies the columns to update, and the where clause ensures the records that are required to be updated. And the best practice while writing an update query is always to include a where clause to avoid updating all rows by mistake. An example for update statement. So this query is to update salary of employee first name as John and last name as Doe. So we are updating employees table and setting salary to 65,000, and we are doing this update to a record whose name is John Doe. So that is an example to update in SQL. Let's move to the last question in today's video. How is the delete statement used in SQL? Delete statement removes data from a table. So this operation is permanent, meaning that the deleted records are not recoverable unless there is a backup to that database. So where class specifies which record should be deleted. Using delete without a where class deletes all rows in the table. So the best practice to avoid the mistake is always include a where class unless you are intentionally clearing the entire table. Let's see an example to the delete query. So deleting an employee record from employees table named John Doe. So this will remove the entire record whose name is John Doe. So that's about delete statement in SQL. Let's go through more questions in the next chapter. So thank you for watching.